I think now, sometimes more than ever, as we're being confronted with sickness, as we're being confronted with illness, as we're being confronted with very real struggles and situations all around us, we can begin to hold in greater understanding that life is fragile, that life may end immediately. It could be the COVID-19 that could invade our lives and suddenly end our existence here on this earth. It could be another sickness of some kind. It could be natural causes. It could be pulling out into the road and being hit by another vehicle and suddenly being gone. I'm finding more and more that we need to begin to recognize. Now, I know that we need to be recognized altogether anyway, that life is short, that moments that we experience right now could be the last moments of our life. We need to recognize that anyway. Those thoughts need to be in our mind, not in a way that it makes us fear every single second that we breathe, but that we're cognizant, that we're aware that you don't have a tomorrow that's promised. You don't have a tomorrow that's promised. The Bible tells us that. The Bible tells us that life is like a mist or a vapor. As I've said before in funerals that I've done, in church services, that life is a dash. There's a dash between the day you were born and the day you die. And what you do in that dash is so very important and critical. James 5:16 talks to us. The book of James 5:16 talks to us about how we need to begin to recognize our sinfulness. Now, I know sin is not a good, it's not a nice word. It's something that causes us pain, but like it's a time to be transparent and honest. It's a time to bring healing to our lives. James 5:16 in the Passion Translation talks about confessing to one another so that peace may be found. Like, maybe it's time for you to make some phone calls today. Maybe it's time for you to talk to some people today. Maybe it's time for you to send a message or to send a text. Sometimes, we need to recognize that this may be the last breaths we take or the last breaths they take. And if they die before we've had an opportunity to have a conversation with them and to release some things that we need to confess about and find peace and healing with them in our lives, then that's it. It's over. It's done. It's done. It's finished. And for you, like this needs to be a place of healing for you. Now, I'm not telling you to go be in someone's life again that's dangerous. I'm not telling you to go and participate in someone's life that you have built the necessary parameters around your life to protect you from them. I'm not telling you to make dumb decisions in this choice to go to people and find true, honest, sincere conversations that help you realize just what has happened in your relationship or in your personal life and then begin to heal from that. Some of us, we just need to talk to somebody so that we can come clean and we can come correct and we can say, okay, this is the damage that I've done in my life. This is the things that I've done to others, and I need to work this out. You guys realize that sinfulness is real and you need Jesus Christ. That is plain and clear. It is awesome to me. The hope and the freedom that has come to my life as a result of coming to Christ and experiencing the freedom that only He offers, the freedom that only I can find in Him. I'm telling you guys right now, there's got to be some sincere, honest, real decisions. You don't know. You don't know where you're going to land tomorrow. It could be anything that could happen in the moment. It could be anything that happens right now. It could be anything that happens, period. What I do want you to know, though, is that forgiveness is real. Freedom is real. James 5:16 talks to us about talking to one another. Those in your family of Christ, Christian believers, those that exist around you, those that are family, those that are friends, those that are significant others, your spouses, your children, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins. I mean, whoever it is, it's time to make some phone calls. It's time to make some connections. It's time to create some opportunity for you to confess, like to really, honestly, sincerely confess some of the things that you've done, some of the damage that you've caused, some of the pain that you've created from your own life, and say, okay, because of this, because of the release of this, because of the confession of this, because of the honest, sincere truth that I have let out there, because of that, I've found healing. I found healing for my soul. I found healing for me. I found healing for the things that have broken me down, that have devastated me, the things that I've kept secret for so long, the things that I've hidden for so long, the things that I have refused to talk about, the things that give me ulcers and weigh me down and have caused me such suffering in my life. Guys, man, sometimes it feels more clear than ever that life is short. Right now, people are losing loved ones in such huge ways, sudden ways, terrifying ways. And I know sometimes like a virus like this that is just invading a nation, like this is something I've not experienced in my own life. But what I do know is that it can raise understanding and fear. It can raise doubt and insecurity. It can raise realities to be noticed in ways that they had not been noticed before. And it's time, guys. It's time for you to be honest. It's time for you to be sincere. It's time for you to cry out to Jesus Christ and realize the healing and the freedom and the hope that he brings. Man, it's time to confess. It's time to confess, because I have messed up. My life in many ways is jacked up, and so is yours. You want this freedom. You don't want to carry this around. You're carrying enough around. You don't want to carry this around. Guys, I love you and I want freedom for you. I love you and I want freedom for you. More than my love for you, Jesus loves you and he wants freedom for you. Guys, I can't say this enough. Can't say this enough. Man, James 5:16 it. Confess. Find hope, find freedom, find healing, find strength, find restoration, find courage, find peace, find comfort, find forgiveness. Love you guys. Be blessed. Hope these videos are encouraging you. As I say, share them. Share them. Just throw them out there on the web and let people see them in hopes that maybe it encourages them too. I love you. Jesus loves you more.